Hey everyone, welcome to another track breakdown. This track is Introspect of our album Introspect. Right, this is the title track. The demo name for this was called Ender, and it was a completely different sounding thing. But the main intro with the synths, this thing. This main intro stayed throughout it all. It's just that the tempo was decreased and we got rid of the breakbeat, which is apparently still in the project file. And then from the synth intro, we go into the pianos, which is basically playing the same melody as the synth. So the melody and the parts were written by me, but it was passed on to Coral to record on her piano. It's not a real piano or anything. It was MIDI, but yeah, you know what? She has an actual piano. Like she has an actual keyboard at home, so it was gonna sound nicer if she recorded it. So following the piano melody is the background vocals. Where are you? And then we go into the first verse when the vocals come in.
I've been looking for a fallback. I've been looking for a sign.
So there's pretty much nothing going on in the first verse aside from the piano, the vocals, and then when it comes to the first chorus, is also the choir comes back in.
It's all lies to me. It's alright for me.
So for the second half of the chorus, when the harmonies come in, there's harmonies by me, obviously, and then there's also harmonies that were sent in from people on our Discord chat, 2 people. If I'm not wrong, one of them is called Cherry, and another one is Van. Thanks for submitting the tracks. I know it's really soft in the mix because when I received your tracks, it was kind of too late, but I got them in anyway, so here's their vocals. Alright, moving on, and then the second verse comes in where Linus comes in with the screaming. So for this section, it's really just the E kit combined with the pianos and then a sub. And so when we get back to the second chorus is kind of the same thing. It now has the beat on top of everything with the bass and all that. And after the second chorus, we have the bridge.
I can't escape from my dreams, turning to corners I can't see.
And then Coral's vocals comes in alongside me.
I can't escape from my dreams, turning to corners I can't see.
So there's no connecting theme for the whole album, but I kind of wanted like a motif that kind of follows through some of the tracks. So for this section and the ending of Pale Void and ending of Weightless, they all follow the same chord progression. In fact, if you listen to Pale Void again, you would notice that the same synths and the same melodies are playing. So as well as the instruments connecting to the previous songs like Pale Void and Break the Silence, the lyrics that are happening underneath me that are being sung by Coral are the exact same lyrics as the Weightless ending. Cool stuff. So then we move on to the Big Rock ending. And so after that section happens, we go back into the main motif from Weightless. It's almost the same guitars. I mean, it's the same chord progression, but the guitars change a bit. So it's exactly almost the same as Weightless, but you know, the idea is there. So in this section, we have the main rhythm guitars. We have the clean guitars from the previous section still playing over. And then we have a lead guitar. And under that, the clean guitars are still playing. And under that, there is a lead layer. So in that section, we also have a piano playing. This one I didn't write. This one was fully written by Coral. It slowly comes in, so like gradually the volume just fades the piano in. This whole section was kind of inspired by Avenged Sevenfold's I Won't See You Tonight Part 1, where like there's a whole big rock ending going on, and then there's a subtle piano playing in the background. It just gets louder and louder and louder, and it just like eventually engulfs the whole mix. So here's how it sounds like. And then aside from that, Coral also played the cello and the violins live for this, recorded in her house with a Blue Yeti microphone. So that's amazing. And underneath this, we also have the synth track going on, which is just basically the Pale Void synths. And underneath this all, Linus is just screaming one thing and one thing only.
Why don't you set me free?
I don't know, man. Why doesn't anyone set him free? When this section ends, it's just piano playing. And so that section is followed up by an unexpected, very heavy breakdown in this song. This song also kind of features my favorite vocal from Linus. Like this scream he does is the brutalest scream I've heard him do.
Why don't you set me free? Why don't you set me free?
Here's the breakdown. And then we close the song off with just the piano and the synths. And then my favorite part of the whole ending is just this one part. Just a nice bleh. So yeah, that's Introspect. The idea behind the song originally was supposed to be this really hyped up track in the beginning. Alright, so here's the original demo for Introspect, also called Ender. So from that, the change into what eventually just became this pretty much changed at the 11th hour. I think it was this song, Break the Silence and Pull Out the Blade, were not really finished yet, and then we were wondering what the hell to do with this. The original idea was a hype track that ends up going to this ending. And so it's supposed to be a hype normal metalcore track that goes into the bridge, and then the same ending that we have now, minus the breakdown. The ending breakdown was never there. And yeah, that's Introspect. If you enjoyed this, do like and subscribe and all of that. That's it. I will see you next time for the next track.